of what books to read, I think we've got to upgrade our thinking, maybe more than anything else. And the two books I would highly recommend, one is an old book which you should have read already, but if you haven't, you must. It's Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow. This is a guy who won a Nobel Prize for some of the work behind this book. It helps you to understand the two different parts of your brain, which is not left and right, it's fast and slow. And it's the part of your brain that's lazy, that just wants a quick answer and do something quickly, and then complains if it doesn't work out. And the slow part of your brain, which is really the powerful part, that you have to unlock and give permission to do the hard work of thinking. So Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow. And then probably the best book I've read while I was in lockdown is Adam Grant's Think Again. Adam Grant is a professor of psychology at Wharton, and he's the highest ranked professor at Wharton, which is one of the Ivy League colleges in America, the highest ranked professor for the last 10 years in a row. I mean, that's got to feel good when you put that on your CV. And he's now written this book about Think Again. And the very, very short version of the book is that intelligent people are very good at thinking. So they can look at stuff and make sense of it. They can look at data and they can come up with conclusions. But unfortunately, very, very clever people are quite bad at thinking again, which means that when things change, when the environment changes around you, you have to reevaluate. It's the same thing as what we were saying earlier about facing tomorrow's world using yesterday's logic. The problem is if you've already done all of your thinking, and if you already think you're clever enough to have worked the world out, you might be stuck. And so Adam Grant helps you to unstick yourself. And I think it's the best book I've read in years and years. So can't recommend Adam Grant Think Again highly enough. So that's what to read. The second question was 3 things people should do. Well, the first thing is upgrade your thinking. So let's just, that's an easy one. The second thing that I think that you need to do is you need to recognize that no one's coming to rescue you. I know that sounds harsh. Don't stop listening right now. Give me 2 more sentences to do that. What I mean by that is too many people are waiting for somebody else to change things. They're waiting for the government to sort themselves out. And so you can go to a braai and you can stand around with your friends and you can say that everything that's gone wrong in, well, pick a country actually. It's not just South Africa. It could be America. It could be the UK. It could be France. It could be anywhere. Russia, China, India. You can tell yourself, well, it's the government. You know, the government. And you throw words like corruption and incompetence and all the rest. But what you essentially are saying at that point is, well, it's not me. And I know you might not have caused the problem, but why are you waiting? Nobody's coming to rescue you. The government's not coming to rescue you. Then you can say, well, it's my company. You know, sure, they put so much pressure on me, and this COVID lockdown's been hard. My boss has been pushing me, and I'm working so hard, and I can hardly sleep. But now you're complaining, and now you're saying it's your boss's fault because you don't know how to put your own boundaries in place, because you don't know how to say no, because you're not confident enough in your own skills that you can say, I know what I need to deliver, and I'm also going to take a break today. Thank you very much. Again, I'm not giving you advice to go and chirp your boss and lose your job, but I'm saying if you're always waiting for somebody else to fix your life, you'll wait for a long time. And the third thing is, don't wait until everything's okay before you be happy. Work out how to be happy with what you've got. Happiness is not about getting what you want. It's about wanting what you've got. And I know that that's easy for me to say as an older white guy who's got money in the bank and's got a house to live in and food to eat. And I know that there's lots of people who are in desperate situations. But actually, when I speak to some of those people, they've found a way to be fulfilled. Maybe it's because they've got a strong group of friends around them. Maybe it's because they're living with that grandmother we were talking about earlier and there's love in the house, even if there isn't food. And I'm not trying to oversimplify this. I hope people have listened to our conversation and realized that we sense the enormity of the issues and the complexity of the situation. But too many people think that they have to wait to be happy until they've got all the stuff that they're craving for. Whereas your fulfillment will come by realizing that, was it John Lennon who said, life is what happens while you're making other plans. And so have your other plans, have your dreams, have your goals, but enjoy the journey of getting there as well. And that will set you up to be successful in whatever happens to you and wherever you choose for your future to be.
I think that was so beautiful. That was beautiful, and finding happiness. Jason Goliath, he was talking about the happiness economy at Henley last year, and he said, to find happiness, look down at where your feet are in this current moment, and be present, and look for things that you can be happy about in this current moment. And I think happiness. We all have this idea. Happiness is one day I'm going to be happy, and then you get there, then you're not happy, then you want to go to the next phase. And I think it's such an important message that we need to spread around the world, that we're going to spread around the world.